We welcome you to Dublin, Ireland, where today CBS Sports kicks off the college football season with a matchup between Notre Dame and Navy. Irish green is given way to blue and gold as the colors of the day. The Notre Dame fans have gathered in all parts of Dublin in support of their beloved Fighting Irish. And not to be outdone, the supporters of Navy football have dropped anchor all around town and made their presence felt as well. The midshipmen arrived earlier today in their time-honored tradition as they march toward kickoff. It's Notre Dame versus Navy, and it's live from
Dublin. This is Ireland, our Ireland, an ancient isle draped in green, a land of majestic coastlines and grand castles, with a rich history weaved by saints and scholars, and celebrated for its stout and sport. Yet on this day, our Irish eyes witness something seldom seen, the pageantry of American college football and two of the game's most storied teams. On the Emerald Isle, the surrounding seas define life as well as land, and for these midshipmen of Navy, the ocean is always home. So it seems only right that they should make port at this green field in a distant land of literature to script the coming season's journey of discovery. Here in Ireland, the Legion of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish travel back to their roots and arrive as adopted native sons. Despite a glorious history, it has been nearly a quarter of a century since these Irish ruled the college gridiron landscape. Under the watchful eye of Molly Malone and amid the beguiling charm of St. Patrick's realm, they come home to once again wake up the echoes. So it's in Dublin's fair city where today the most American of sporting traditions collides with centuries of history and hospitality as we proudly host the Emerald Isle Classic.
Football on CBS. This is the Emerald Isle Classic, Notre Dame and Navy live from this facility, Aviva Stadium in Dublin. This is the Emerald Isle Classic supporting the Gathering Ireland 2013. It's a sellout crowd, just under 50,000 this facility, built in 2010. Good morning, everybody. Vern Lundquist along with Gary Danielson. We've had such a spectacular week in this beautiful place. We've had a chance to enjoy the city and see some of the country. But Gary, now it's time for something very significant. This is an important football game for
Yeah, everybody's enjoyed themselves. We're proud to do the game. We've had a great time, but even we've had a tough time concentrating on the game until this morning. These two teams can't afford to do that. It might have been a formality for Notre Dame beating Navy in the past, but in the last 5 years, that's not the case. Notre Dame's going to have to focus in. This is a huge game for them, and Navy believes they have arrived to play on equal footing with teams like Notre Dame. We'll see.
Well, and you think about the ending of the season last year. Both teams kind of slid down the slope. That adds to the emphasis on getting off to a good start now.
Both head coaches believe that they have looked at the enemy and it was themselves. So Notre Dame's turnover ratio was atrocious. They played evenly with the best teams, but they turned the ball over. Navy had 5 losses by a total of 11 points. It has been more and more disciplined when you watch them. Whichever team, I think, gets into this game and does the things over and over again the right way could win this football game.
Well, as we get down to kickoff now here live from Dublin, the focus and the spotlight will go to 2 young quarterbacks.
Yeah, and that's always the case in an opener, especially quarterbacks that haven't played a lot. Trey Miller did play against Notre Dame last year, but even he admitted that he was just trying not to make mistakes. And in this offense, you have to do more than that. Notre Dame is going to start a true freshman, Evan Golson. He worked his way up the depth chart. He was the scout team quarterback a year ago, but he is in the mold of one of those running quarterbacks that can make the play no matter whether it's a pass or a run.